I am muted. I am muted. You're right. Thank you, Mo. I said hello. I am back. We can play some Magic. I like to keep these streams separate. The jet lag streams separate anyway, so that works. It's only 10 o'clock, so we can play some Magic. But what's up? My name is Chip. If you're watching the VOD, thank you for watching the VOD. This is Grimey and Gamey, and I hope you drank plenty of water, ate plenty of food, and most importantly, touched some grass. And as always, a huge shout out to our Twitch subscribers, our YouTube members, and our PayPal donos. Y'all are the reason that I get to do what I love the most, which is stream. And welcome in. We are going to be jumping into some deck tech again with my Derevi commander, my Brawl commander. All right. I played one game against one of our community members at the beginning of the last stream, and it went horribly. But I do think this deck has a lot of potential. It just needs to be optimized a little bit more. And the only thing that's limiting me from optimizing it completely is my wild cards, you know? So we're going to have to figure that out. That part we are going to have to figure out. So let's go ahead and jump into it. No fiddle farting around. And let's see what we can come up with. So some recommendations that I've gotten is have every creature be either A, flying, or B, have some sort of ETB or activated ability too. Either an activated ability or an ETB. Have them do something and be a flyer or a bird or whatever. So unless they do something great, like, for example, Delaney here, not necessarily a bird, not necessarily a flyer, but a great card to have in this deck. Power 2 or less, like my commander. Can't be blocked by creatures power 3 or greater. Alright. If an ability of a creature you control with power 2 or less triggers, that ability triggers an additional time. Great for this commander. So I think that's what we're going to do here. We're going to look at each card. We're going to go through it. We are going to see, and I'm going to switch over to this so that we can see our cards a little bit better. Let's see. Creatures with activated abilities do seem good with your commander, I would think. Yeah, I would think so too, Tyler. And I think I definitely owe you a game, Tyler. There was one stream, I don't know if you remember, but I put you down on the list and I like was falling asleep, and I totally you know, I owe you one. Let's just say that. So Tyler, I could put you down. Mill, do you want to be put down? All right, Tyler, you're on. But okay, let's go ahead and go through here and figure out what's going on. Yeah, I felt so bad. Literally the moment stream ended, I was like, wait, Tyler. I think I tried to challenge you off stream too. So I was like, fuck. Mabby. When I get tired like that, my brain just like, it just, you know, there's no going back to it. Let's just say that. I do feel like we don't have a ton of creatures in this deck. We have 34 creatures, 34 land. I guess we have a good amount. We actually have a pretty good amount. All right, let's see what we got. All right, to start, authority of consoles. Creatures your opponents control enter tap. Whenever a creature your opponent control enters, you gain 1 life. Honestly, a good card. I think it's like it's like one of my pet cards, you know, in white. It provides a lot of security feeling for me. Does it do anything to protect or enhance my commander though? Not really. It protects my commander a little bit with the tap. You know, so they can't activate their stuff quickly, and then the life gain, which we do have a little bit of life gain like synergy in here, but not a ton. So, authority of consoles. Cloud shift. Exile target creature you control, then return that card to the battlefield under your control. A great way to bounce my commander. Again, if I'm using the incorrect terms, like let me know. But a great way to bounce my commander. Have their stuff, you know. I did make a fun deck with an interesting win condition, and I have an all-green creatureless deck. Interesting, Mel. I'm down to play either one. Deafening Silence. Each player can't cast more than one non-creature spell each turn. Again, another piece of like me feeling a little bit of security because my deck takes time to warm up. So, you know, is generally great, very cheap for what it actually does. Yeah, okay. I agree. I agree with you, Tyler. I agree with you. Deafening Silence, though, as an enchantment, each player can't cast more than one non-creature spell each turn. So this is good against blue, you know, or like burn decks that don't allow me to play Magic. I feel like it does protect my commander a little bit again. And for one, it's really cheap. So it also means that I can't cast more than one non-creature spell each turn. So it's something that I have to consider as well. So, you know, again, another one that I could think about. We are going to be going through each card like this. So lock in. Ephemerate. Return target creature you control, then return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. Again, great way to bounce my commander. Cheap, and it has rebound, which is really nice. Esper Sentinel. Here's some of my card draw. Whenever an opponent casts their first non-creature spell each turn, draw a card unless that player pays X, where X is this creature's power. Again, good way to top their mana if they don't want me pulling cards. I really do like this card. It's a creature. Can bulk it up pretty good. The only thing that sucks is their first non-creature spell. So they cast a creature spell. Tough luck. And yeah. All right. Mana Tithe. Funny card. I just like having it because I think it's funny to Mana Tithe someone. So does it protect my commander? If I'm countering something and it's their last piece, most of the time people have mana up to pay for the Mana Tithe. So, you know, if I don't get this early game, it's, I mean, I wouldn't say it's useless, but that card would end Mill. Oh, well, probably is going to stand there. But at the same time, like, it is, I feel like it is a good piece of protection. I already have a lot of protection in here, and I have so many counters that I think I could let Mana Tithe go. Because I know it's 2 instant. I'm open to letting that one go. Mother of Runes. This was a great addition to this deck. Target creature you control gains protection from the color of your choice this turn. I do have some like creatures that copy, like Silent Hall Creeper, Silent Hall Creeper, and I think another one copies. This is a great one for me to copy. So we're probably going to keep that in there. Swords to Plowshares. Exile target creature. Its controller gains life equals to its power. Again, great way for me to either bounce my commander, and it won't bounce it actually, but it's a great way to protect my commander if I need, and also gain some life, but also protection against my opponent's, you know, board. So that one we will definitely keep in there. All right, Brainstorm. Again, some good card draw. Sometimes I just need straight up card draw, and this helps with that. So, Curiosity. Whenever enchanted creature deals combat damage to an opponent, draw a card. Curiosity is good to enchant my commander with, because I can untap and also draw a card. So we'll keep that one. Essence Flux. This is one that I added. I've never seen this card before. Exile target creature you control, then return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control. If it's a spirit, put a 1/1 counter on it. Derevi is not a spirit, but great way to bounce it. So, you know, there's that. Avacyn's Pilgrim, Mana Dork, add 1. I have a lot of Mana Dorks. I feel like we could take out a couple of them that don't produce more than 1 mana other than Birds of Paradise and Delighted Halfling. So I think Avacyn can go. Right? I think Avacyn can go. We'll keep Bird, Flyer, any color. Halfling is good. 1 mana of any color. Spend that to cast a legendary spell. That spell can't be countered. It's a good one to cast my commander with and bring my commander back with, so I feel like keeping that is good. Avacyn, though, it only gives 1. It's a dually, though, so, you know. Oh, I don't know. It's a rough one. That's a rough one. Untapping it, I can add 1 white. I do have some stuff here that, you know. That one's a hard one. But here we are, Noble Hierarch. I feel like this is better than Avacyn, so we'll take it out just like that. Utopia Sprawl. Choose a color whenever the Enchanted Forest is tapped for mana. Its controller adds an additional 1 mana of the chosen color. I feel like this is a good one to have in my deck. Again, just duplicating mana quite easily. I got a Bant deck to challenge you with. No elves this time. All right, Jay, sounds good. Mill, you're going down, right? I can put you after Tyler if we make it. Jay, you can go after Mill. After this deck a bit. Yes, okay, good. Okay, cool. All right. Judge Familiar. Sacrifices creature. Counter target instant or sorcery spell unless its controller pays 1. It's a bird. It's a sack counter. It's flying. It meets our 3 criteria. We'll keep it in there. Alrighty. The Shadow Spear. A great fucking art. But we have equip creature. Now, I keep forgetting that this is equipment and not enchantment. So, yeah, it only enchants a forest. Right. But you can make a forest a dually, like a basic forest a dually with this, which is nice. Additional mana. Or you can have it tap for 2. You know what I'm saying? So, you get 1 additional mana for when you tap that forest. And I do have dually forests that you can... that I could make a, my gosh, why can't I think? A Triumph. Shadow Spear. So, permanents your opponent's controls lose hexproof and indestructible to end of turn with it equipped to. We have to keep this in here. This has been such a great card in my deck for the trample and lifelink. Because we've been getting a little bit of lifelink and little gain life. I think you kind of have to. It's not always what white does, but, you know, might as well lean into its strengths, right? So, all right, Airbender Ascension. This one has really helped at times. We got a little bit of synergy with this and my commander and something else. Yeah, I think this and my commander just work really well together because at the end step, after 4 more quest counters on it, it'll just bounce it back and I get an additional, I'm going to say like ETB. And if I have this out with Delaney or Chocobo, triggered ability again, which is great. All right, Airbenders Reversal. Destroy targeting attacking creature, airbend one target creature you control. Again, a little protection for my commander, and the ability to airbend my commander out of a tough situation, or you know. Ooh, Hullbreaker Horror might be good as a finisher. Okay, I'll write it down. Tyler. Ouroboros was originally my I took out some counters in here too. All right, Grand Abolisher. During your turn, opponents can't cast spells or activate abilities of artifacts, creatures, or enchantments. Honestly, good piece of protection. It's super cheap. During my turn, opponents can't cast spells. So counters, you know, you can't counter my shit for the most part. And again, it's another... Hi, Ari, how are you? I think it's another good protection. A good piece of protection for my commander. Yeah, pretty much Ari. So, you know. May I come in with something aggressive instead? Sure, Mel, do what you need. Yeah, pretty much Ari, pretty much that's how it goes, you know. Let's see though. We can make this shit like at least a nice shit. It doesn't have to be like diarrhea, you know. We can make it like a very beautiful poop. Whatever that may look like, you know. I mean, there are literally doctors who specialty is poop. There must be some sort of like artistry with it, right? I don't know. Question of the day. Is there such a thing as pretty poop? You know? I guess beauty can come in there. I know there's definitely like... There's definitely people who are like into it. But do they find it beautiful? Or do they find it... Is it one of those things where it's like, it's so taboo that that's where the interest and intrigue comes from? You know what I'm saying? Whatever floats your boat. When you take such a massive dump that it reaches out of the toilet water, that shit's crazy. That shit's crazy. All right, here is a piece I didn't want to add, but we do need some mass removal in this deck, so here it is. Favorable winds. Creatures you control with flying get 1/1. Put this in here because I really wanted to lean into the flyer bird. I wouldn't even say like tribal, but like just wanted to lean into that. So here is, let's see here. See some shit. Yeah, that's majestic. All right. Well, then let's have our life be like the poop that reaches out of the toilet bowl. All right, that's our goal. Lofty Denial. Great one. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 1. If I control a creature with flying, period, counter that spell unless they pay 4. I think it's a great one. Again, another counter target non-creature spell. I feel like we can take this one out. I feel like we have better counters and we can put something stronger in here. Silent Hog Creeper. Love this card. It's another one of my pet cards. Creature cannot be blocked. Combat damage to a player. Choose one that has not been chosen. I think this is a great card. I would like this in paper as well. Mother of Runes is a great one to copy. Bloom Tender is also a great one. And there's just a bunch of ones that are great to copy. Ari goes, some people reach for the stars. I reach for the toilet seat. Good one, Ari. I'd say shitting is great. It really is. Alrighty, no max hand size. If I would draw a card, draw 2 cards instead at max speed. So, you know, yeah, I think this is good in our deck at max speed. So at least turn 4, I'm doubling my card draw. No max hand size. Yeah, I think that means that we can take out Reliquary Tower. I think we already did. which is good. All right, counterspell. Exactly what I'm looking for here. It is legitimately sometimes the highlight of my day. That's awesome, Ari. That's awesome. It's great that our bodies function. Like, what a blessing that is, that our bodies function to the point of, like, that's enjoyable. You know? It's a good thing. It's a good thing. Because people struggle with that. Yeah. Hyper for Death Stranded 2 so that I can stream story tomorrow. Ooh, very fun. Very fun, very fun. I've been playing, oh wait, whoops, this is our old chat. This is our old YouTube chat. Sorry, hold on. I'm playing Amnesia and it's been fun, but I'm stuck. I'm like fully stuck. I'm gonna have to watch a tutorial. I'm embarrassed about it, but I do. It is what it is, okay? Sometimes we're good at things and sometimes we're not good at things. Right now, I'm really struggling with Amnesia. All right, Badger Mole Cub. Great card for this deck. I can bounce it back out with any of those and have another land to tap, you know, creature land to tap. I guess we don't have any other earthbending, so I would maybe consider one other thing just to up this a little bit. Because between Badger, Bloom Tender, Noble, and the tree one that's for 3, Fayburrow, these are all really good in my deck to bring mana back to the board. All right, so Bloom Tender, that's coming in. Elvish Visionary. This was me needing card draw really bad. I feel like there is better card draw. It's not a flyer, and it's not a bird. It's an elf shaman. So we're going to need some card draw, bird, flyer. Help me. Because I'm taking this out. All right, Shadowbringers. The spell can't be countered. Counter target non-creature spell. Again, so we're countering a non-creature spell. I feel like we have some good counters in here. I think this is the last of the counters that I'm going to hold on to. Because we have a counter here, technically. We have this counter here. We have this counter here. We have this counter here. I think that's good. I think that's good. Watcher of the Spears. Creature spells with flying you cast cost 1 less. Whenever another creature you control flying enters, this creature gets 1/1 until end of turn. All right, so making some of my flyers a little bit cheaper. I know we have a ton of mana, but it does help, obviously, just in general. So I'm down to keep this one in. Again, bird, flyer, ETB and or ability. Flying enters. This creature gets 1/1 until end of turn. I think it's a pretty good card. All right, Bird Glimmer. All right, when this creature enters, target opponent reveals each non-land card in their hand. You choose one of them. That card perpetually gains when you cast a spell. Each opponent draws a card and gains 3 life. So I draw a card, gain 3 life, can bounce it, can see their hand twice. I honestly like this just so that I can see what their hand is. Yeah. Neoform, new edition, great for this deck. As an additional cost of the spell, sack a creature. Search your library. Sorry, let me see. The bright side now. From my dream and listen to the army and go die in the Middle East for a pedophile. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. There you go, Ari. Exactly. Exactly. See? There's always a bright side for everything, right? Way to keep your spirits up. Way to keep your shit up and your spirits up, you know? So I sack my commander, bring it back with normally Ouroborite, and that's it. Lightning Greaves, Haste, and Shroud. Sometimes the Greaves grief me, because you can't just like unequip them. You have to move them to another creature. So if I'm trying to untap my commander after combat, I can't just move it over. They've been a bit of an issue. But the Shroud and the Haste does help. Or we can get rid of Greaves and just keep the boots with the equip 1. Hexproof and haste. Hexproof is good. Because my opponents, you know, it's protection against my opponents. This is Shroud. This is also against me as well. So honestly, the Greaves have been griefing me. They're coming out. Wan Shi Tong. Good. Still have a hard time understanding this card a little bit, but it's a bird. Flash, Flying Vigilance, and when Wan Shi Tong enters, put X 1/1 counters on him, then draw half of X cards rounded down. Whenever an opponent searches their library, put a 1/1 counter on Wan Shi Tong and draw a card. Good card draw, enters in with 1/1s. But I think it was, I see what I'm saying, draw half of X cards. Because I was always like, why am I not drawing as many cards as I'm tapping mana? But that makes sense. It's half. I saw that. Ari. That's crazy. It's actually nuts. That's so sad. So sad. And intense. And fucked up. And yeah. Delaney, Streetwise, we're keeping Delaney. The only thing is with Delaney, I can't boost my commander up too much, or else Delaney won't trigger. So we do need to keep that in mind when we have Delaney out. But if we have Chocobo out, it doesn't really matter. Delaney will pop other stuff. I'm the ray of sunshine you didn't know you needed. This is true, Ari. This is true. All right, Ghostly Prison. Creatures can't attack. Again, little piece of protection. Where was the other piece of protection that I was like, oh, let's see. Where was the other one? I think it was this one. I was like, another piece of protection. We'll keep it in there. I'm not in love with just the spell count be countered or counter target non-creature spell. I guess that's more what I'm worried about. Alrighty. Ghostly Prison. Inspiring Overseer. When this creature enters, you gain 1 life and draw a card. This was pulling its weight with the Airbender Ascension. I was just at end step, just popping this back, popping this back, popping this back. Is it a great card? It's expensive as a 2/1, but it's a flyer. So it meets some of our criteria. Flying, ETB, with a draw card. Yes, so I gain a life. It's not a bird, though. Alright. Alright, fine. Alright, fine. Split Up. Great card, protection-wise, again. Yeah. Good with my commander, too, because I can tap things and untap them. Interesting. Alright, Rhystic Study, another card draw. Cast a spell, you may draw a card unless that player pays 1. Just a good card to have out for card draw, because I really struggle with card draw, apparently. Apparently, Valley Flood Caller, creature, otter, wizard. You may cast non-creature spells, though they had flash. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, birds, frogs, and other rats you control get 1/1 till end of turn, and you untap them, which is pretty cool. So I can cast non-creature spells as though they have flash. So any of my sorceries, any of my equipment, can come in flashed. Which, when this is out, I need to keep in mind, you know? And the untapping too, which is great. That's also another reason why I really want to lean into birds. Particularly. For this reason as well. Alright, Beastmaster Ascension. This one pulled its weight pretty good a couple of times now. Whenever a creature you control attacks, you may put in a quest counter. As long as the enchantment has 7 or more quest counters on it, creatures you control get 5/5 plus 5/5. Good. It kind of throws this out of the water. It won't pop this anymore. But at the end of the day, we have another way to get around it, which would be this. So we'll keep both of them for now. All right. Traveling Chocobo. They're staying. We're going to look for some more bird stuff. And it doubles the ETBs, which is great. Eldritch Evolution. Another new one that I had never heard about before. Sorcery. As an additional cost of the spell, sack a creature. My commander. There's your library for a creature card that is mana X value or less, where X is 2. Plus the sacrifice creature's mana value. Put that card into the battlefield, then shuffle. Exile. Eldritch Evolution. Interesting stuff. Eternal Witness. When this creature enters, you may return target card from your graveyard to your hand. Also a really great one with Airbender Ascension. Can pop that out. Can just keep bringing shit out from my graveyard. Empyrean Eagle. Other creatures you control with flying get 1/1. So again, it's like favorable wins. A little bit more expensive as a bird flyer itself. This is just flyer period. So it could get up to 2/2 with that. This is only 2. This is 3 bird spirit. Honestly, it's not bad. And it's a permanent, not just till end of turn, which is nice. Soul Herder. This is new to me. I feel like I haven't seen this. Whenever a creature is exiled from the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. At the beginning of your end step, you may exile another target creature you control, then return it to its card to the battlefield under its owner's control. Maybe I'll use this one. So, I may exile another target creature I control. So I could be bouncing. This is a good one. This is the kind of shit that we need. It is not a bird. It is not a flyer, but it's enabling me to bounce very well. So same with Eternal Witness. Target graveyard to my hand. I feel like these are very strong. Maybe we can find something that can make everything a bird. Who knows? Fabro Elder. Again, same thing. Tap for each color among the permanents you control. Add 1 mana of that color. Fucking strong. Creature you control gets 1/1 for each color among the permanents you control. We can get up to +3, so it'd be a 3/3. And it can tap for 3, which is cool. It has vigilance. Not a bad card. Unflinching Courage. Enchant creature. Enchant creature gets 2/2, has trample, lifelink. I think this one could come out because of our Shadow Spear. It's worth just as much as it. And yeah, I think that one can come out. Rise and Reef. Whenever this creature or another elemental you control enters, look at the top card of your library. If it's a land card, you may put it into the battlefield tap. If you don't put the card into the battlefield, put it into your hand. Okay. We don't have very many elementals. Whenever this creature or another elemental you control enters, look at the top. So I could be bouncing it back and forth. That's the only way that I'm going to be able to get this to pop. So if it's a land card, I may put it onto the battlefield tap. If I don't, you can put the card into my hand. Okay. Not bad. This deck is pretty solid. I think it's pretty solid, but it does need some love. Oh, wait, hold on. There we go. All right. Brokers. Beginning of your end step, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control and a loaded counter on each planeswalker you control. I think it's a great Bant card. I think that, this could really bolster up a lot of things. But again, Delaney kind of gets pushed to the wayside after putting this out, or, Ouroboros. But at that point, we'll get, we'll deal with it when and how we can. Smothering Tide. Whenever an opponent draws a card, that player may pay 2. If that player doesn't, you can create a treasure token. Again, I feel like my deck really ramps up very quick. Boom, 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 boom. And then it just dies down, like, really quickly. Like, that was what was happening when I was playing against my friend, was just, like, We just shot up really, really quick, really, really fast, and then we just burnt out. We couldn't get any card draw. We couldn't get any card draw. I couldn't get any card draw, and yeah, that sucked. So, you know, we'll see. Let's see here. What were we on? Smothering Tide. So, Smothering Tide for 4, you know, I get more mana up. Just a good way for me to have more mana up. But if I have so much mana up, I need to have some... That's why I think we just need... This curve is great. We need some more big boys. We need some big boys. All right. High Fae Trickster. Flash. Flying. I may cast spells, period, as though they had flash. So I could cast anything as though they had flash. This is really good. Because I can flash in my commander, untap something, and then play. You know, immediately have something out. Like this adds to the synergy of my deck, I feel like, quite a bit. So it also has flying, has an ET, or it doesn't have an ETB, it has an ability. So we'll keep that in there. The other thing was, what was it? What was the other one? So this will untap them 1/1 till end of turn. Non-creature spells. So we have a little bit of overlapping there. It doesn't have flying. Doesn't have flying. It's not a bird. It's only non-creatures, as though they had flash. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, birds, frogs, otters, and rats control get a 1/1 till end of turn, and I untap them. So it would have to be a good instant that I cast, you know. This just takes a lot for me to get to the end point. This just is. You know what I'm saying? The untapping is nice. Valley Flood Caller. I'm really mixed about this one. Someone would have to make a case for me keeping that one right now. All right, Toski. This was a new addition for some card draw. Can't be countered. Indestructible. Combat. Whenever a creature I control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Easy enough. Beast Whisper. Whenever you cast a creature spell, draw a card. Or a Boroid. Keeping. OG. When OG enters, you gain life. And Scry 2. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, exile up to 1 target creature you control. Return to the battlefield under its control. Great card. I know it's not a flyer. I know it's not a bird. But I gain 2 life. I scry 2. And whenever I cast my second spell each turn, I can exile up to 1 target creature, my commander. Then return to the battlefield under my control. So this great way to bounce all these cards that have these great ETBs, you know? So pretty good. Tameo. I feel like is okay in this deck. It's a great Bant card and one of my original commanders on Arena. But is it the strongest thing ever? I don't feel like it. Choose up to 2 target creatures. Until your next turn, whenever either of those creatures deals combat damage, you can draw a card. Tap. It's pretty strong. Cameo's really fucking annoying to deal with. So we'll keep her. Alrighty. Oh, here we are. A copy. Here we go. Convoke. I can tap my creatures to also pay for it. Changeling, Convoke. May have this creature enters in a copy of any other creature on the battlefield except it's a changeling. So it's quite expensive for 5. It does have that Convoke. So, you know, if I have a couple of creatures out there, then, you know, if I have 3 creatures out there, then it can cast for 2. And then it's a changeling. So I don't know if this goes around the legendary rule, because then it's just a changeling. Oh, it has changeling. I see. And I guess I could, like, yeah, I guess. Omni and what's the other one that I would, oh, Valley. Omni and Valley. Omni and Valley. Omni and Valley. All right. Overlord. Again, really easy one for me to bounce back and forth once we got that stuff out. Whenever this permanent enters or attacks, draw 2 cards and discard a card. Pretty good. I don't normally love the discard a card, but if I'm drawing 2, then it's a little bit easier. Plus, I do have a little bit of recursion in this deck with, like, Eternal Witness. Would love a little bit more, maybe. When this creature enters, you gain 2 life, draw 2 cards. Flyer, ETB, gain 2 life, draw 2 cards. Human Scout, wish it was a bird. Wish it was a bird. It is expensive, though, is the only thing. But it is flying, so I could make it cost 1 less. So, yeah. All right, Castrol. Really fucking strong card in this deck. This is another reason why I wanted to lead into bird. So, what we're going to do now is... I feel like I should make some tea. My throat is not liking me right now. We are going to look at what birds we have. We are going to look at some birds. We're going to pick a few, and we're going to go from there. All right. Life creature duo. Whenever another creature you control enters, you gain a life. Flying as a bat bird. It's kind of good. This thing is crazy. Where's its wings? All right. I'm going to be reading for a bit, so you guys can read too. And, you know, if you have any recommendations, let me know. Let me know. These are our criteria. Flyer, bird, ETB, and or ability. Card draw. Great. Oh, shit. At the beginning of the next end step, though. Oh, without flying. Not a terrible card, because some of my really good bounce cards are not flyers. So the only thing that sucks is return to the battlefield under its owner's control with a flying counter on it at the beginning of the next end step. So would I want to do this? I would want to do this. Well, if I do this during their turn, then my next end step. I would want to do this during my turn. But I guess the flash is good because if they're trying to destroy something, I could flash it back. It's not the worst thing in the world. All right. Ad is about to start. If you don't want to see the ad over on Twitch, you know what to do. And thank you for the support. Okay. 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 Dazzling Denial. No. No. This Ledger Shredder literally makes me crash out. Full BF. Okay. We like a little proliferate. We don't really have anything else that has proliferate with it. Not the worst thing in the world. Flying bird wizard. Creatures with flying cast 1 less. What was the other one that is the 1 less? Oh my god, why does it do this sometimes? Okay. Which one is the other one? This one. Just keep my spot. Is it choo-choo? I feel like that one's better. Okay. This is interesting. Wingblade Disciple. Flying Flurry. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, create a 1/1 white bird creature token with flying. I feel like this one can be added. Okay. Okay. You search your library for a bird or basic land card. Reveal it, put it into your hand, and then shuffle. It's gonna be good with Ouroboros out and stuff. I can look for a specific bird that I want. It's a little bit of like a tutor. Again, though, I always like have a hard time choosing which one to get out, but obviously this one I would probably get out. Castrol. It's a human pilot though. No flying. Expensive too. Kaikar. Spirit creature with flying. Not a bird, but it is a bird wizard. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell. I don't really have that many non-creature spells. I know Kaikar is really powerful, great commander, but I don't think it's optimized for this deck. Plume Creed Mentor. Whenever this creature or another creature you control with flying enters, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control without flying. Again, I do have a bunch without flying, but this one's interesting. Whenever another creature you control enters, you may pay 2 if I do proliferate. So it's a May. It has toxic. Proliferate. We don't have too much proliferate, but we do have stuff that adds counters. I'm open to this. Whenever another creature enters. I may proliferate. What would I be proliferating? My Ouroboros. Any of the ones. Okay. And Choco! Great. 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 Okay. So if I was just going to be adding stuff, it'd probably this one, and this one. Lookout might be good. Flying, Vigilance. 2, draw a card, then discard a card. Oh, yeah, I guess this one. For 4. This isn't a may, though. This is a must. And that's tough. Not a bad one. Good piece of protection. Okay. Let's just add what I think, and then we'll go from there. We are going to do this one. We are going to do... Gonna do this one. And I need, is it, I think it's just a blue. What I'm looking for. I think it's an enchantment. It is expensive too. We should put this in our deck. Such a good fucking card. Leyline. I think that would be smart to put in here. And I need a big one. Oh, this is such a shitty one to have too. Let's see. Hullbreaker. I don't have it. Poop. All right, well then I'll just put out something that's annoying. Like, well, I feel like As Foretold is really good. I just don't have too much expensive things, so you know. I guess either going to be this one, which is going to be a little bit more interaction and stuff like that. This one is just fucking annoying win con, you know? So I'll just do this. All right. Let's roll. Tyler, you are up first, my friend. If you are still around, Tyler, you are up. I'm going to go pee really quickly. I'll be right back and we will get into it. Get into it. My little, whatever it's called, my little strap thing. All right. Then do it. Yeah. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it good. is a really good song. All right. Let's do it. Or music stop. Sorry, guys. I am ready. I am ready. I did post on my Instagram. Also, I've been posting some shorts, just some like, you know, day in the life type stuff. And check them out, you know, check them out. Interesting. Too old, never had an Insta or a Twitter, TikTok, etc. Only Facebook. Facebook is the most that's the most boomer shit ever. Yo, I got Facebook, bro. I don't use our TikTok, but I do have Instagram, and I use it a bit. You know. All right, what do we got here? Three, 2, 3. Ugh, I feel like I have to keep that just because of that. All right, let's see how this goes. This is probably gonna end pretty quickly. It's Ariette. Ariette kind of fucks over my stuff pretty good. So we'll see how quickly I can get in and get out with that. All right, let's hope I pull some land. Not quite what we wanted. Oh, this would have been perfect from earlier. Tiny bones. That graveyard. So I just got to keep that graveyard clear for tiny bones. Not trying to get boned by tiny bones. Damn it, we didn't win. I used Twitter for a little bit when it was actually Twitter. Didn't love it. TikTok I used for a while until I became actually addicted to it, and that was rough. I wish I could do this one and this one if I wouldn't have missed my fucking... So which one's more important? I don't have a second spell to cast right now, but this at least protects me a little bit. So we'll go here. Instagram I've used pretty much since the beginning, since its inception. Some of my old accounts are like crazy. Some good ones. Some goodies. And I also just like really enjoy taking pictures of myself. Is that stupid? Nothing is VTB. I have no land. Alright. I guess we'll throw you out. And I can sack one of those too. Which is also something that I stepped away from. Was taking outfit pictures of myself. Aww. Okay. This one would have been good. Yeah, I don't have I don't have any fucking land. Honestly, I'll swing with this because if he blocks with this, then it's gone. But if and then this will be in my graveyard. I don't feel like they have... This isn't really going to be valuable for them to pick up, you know? But they could pick this up again. But them having this is going to be big. So we'll see what he does. Oh, Magic Con, I want to go. Interesting. So, if you haven't seen Hail Mary, it's really good. You should go see it. I'm not even kidding you. But they have this Iridian anatomy. Very interesting. I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen it. But if you've seen the preview, then you pretty much get what's going on, you know? So they'll be able to pull it out again at some point. I'll just take the 3. You can take him. I feel like I should hold on to this. But I would like to get him out of here. No, I should keep this so that I can... Yeah. Is it a... It is. So... Him too. He's getting land fucked. Okay, better than nothing. All right. I honestly think best course of action is this right now. Because then he'll be tapped out. He won't be able to do anything until next turn. And I need fucking mana. We're at a bit of a stalemate right now. All right, we're stalemated. I will... We are stalemated. What you gonna do, Tyler? I'm gonna pop this though. No. Ooh. Alright. Let's rip. We are gonna untap you. Well, let's think. So I'll be able to have 3 up. I want you up. So we're gonna actually go 1, 2. And I'm gonna hit you. There's nothing to proliferate. And I'm not gonna attack. All right. I have 3 up now, so I'll be able to... Or no, I need 4 up. But I could just take it out next turn. Really nothing. I don't feel like anything is like... There's nothing I can do. Except for now this. And that's how we get it back, baby! I mean, yeah, I'll just kill my burbs. It's gonna be great. I'm just gonna pop it. Just hit the proliferate. So oh wait, actually I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 6. I don't have any more creature spells, so And then I will airbend you. And then I put you back out there. I'll untap. Let me think. I will tap you and you. Because I can then untap. And I'll untap you. Oh, I can untap everything. Untap bird? Hmm. Alright. Fair enough. I would have been able to get out imposter, but I have deafening silence. We'll be fine for next turn. It is at the beginning of my end step though, so if they swing, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Aw, GG's, Tyler. You couldn't get that fucking white mana, could you? You got mana fucked. GG's, Tyler. GG's. Got some coins. Arena's being strange? Uh-oh. Or, oh, that was earlier. Or just now. GG's, Tyler. Mill, you are up. Time to rumble. Ding, 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 ding. Or brawl. That was a really dangerous hand for me to keep, even with the ley line. So, again, just things I need to think about. Look at these really pretty arts. I don't really use any of those, so. Lost Caverns of Iliaxian. I'd rather save them. How close am I to a rare, though? 4. Yeah, save them. I was gonna see what events are going on. Not very many brawl events ever. I wonder why. I wonder the reasoning for that. Not having very many brawl events. Jay, you are after Mill. Good game, Chipzy. I was waiting on that white source. I know, that's crazy. I know, that is how it goes. That happens to me too, Tyler. Happens to me too. But we'll play again next stream. That we will, that we will. Do not fret, do not fret. I just think it's a fun deck to play. My Hepatra deck is definitely stronger. I know they say that every stream, but this deck is like fun to play, you know? Oh wait, whoops. I think I fucked this up. Arena's being a little weird right now. Uh-oh. Alright, Arena's being weird. Let me try. Alright. Mel, tell me if that works. Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. Oh! Burb on burb violence! Okay. Some burb on burb violence. We'll see what happens. Okay. Not the worst thing in the world. Not the best thing in the world. We'll take it. I'll go like this. Well, we already know what their commander does, so that makes it easy. Yo, look at the slime. Does it do anything? My rock has a mustache and his eyes jiggle. Oh, he transforms to a bear. This deck might just be filled with counters. Who fucking knows? All right, let's see this hand. Ooh, okay. Look at these pretty... Whoa! Those are beautiful. I think this will come out first. All right, there you go. That's what I can do. Doesn't really matter. I'll just make them scared. Okay. There it One time. All right, let's think about this. So I have enough to play this. No, I do not have enough to play this outright. This. So I will have 3 up. And I have too much, but this might slow them down. But this might be good to have out. I think this is gonna be more important right now. All right. Next. It's gonna be some burb on burb violence. Yeah, so I won't. Okay, so good turn. That was a good turn of magic, all right? I don't know if I did everything exactly correct, but you know, what does the finality count as? Oh, exile it instead. Okay, so I could cast this outright. I would just proliferate that though. I feel like this is important right now. These two together actually would work. We'll take you out. Ooh. Nice. So I will swing with you. With you. Just you. Okay, I'm going to go in. And that's where we get this. A good one. Okay. We'll untap. Actually. And I'm gonna do this. Not bad. Ooh, I gained another 3, I think. Ooh. I would probably put... I guess you. Another land. Fair enough. I guess you. For you. Are we crashing out right now? Yeah, I mean... It's not looking so good. You think about this. I think I might have lethal. All right. GG's, Mel. It's a rough one. All right, Jay, sounds good. You are up. You better be, because you are up, my friend. Mill, GG's. part of the cards is not with us right now, but GG's. Thanks for letting me whoop ya. As always. Alright. Jay, let's roll. You are lettuce. Correct? No. Martin is lettuce. Martin. Oh, wait. Maybe you're Obi-Wan. Are you Obi-Wan? Oh, I hope you do too, Mel. You will. Don't worry. I promise. The deck is looking a little bit more fleshed out, I feel like. I think we're heading in a good direction when it comes to the idea that I'm having, which is like, we need things that do shit for my commander, protect my commander, card draw, etc. In that case, we had too much card draw. And I mean, is that an issue? A little bit, because when I don't have anything that gives me like a, you know, unlimited hand size, then like I'm pretty screwed. This really was a really great movie, Hail Mary. It really is just very heartwarming and good. He's so cute. Amaze. Oh. Rico has a bunch of cool stuff for it. I don't need it. I don't need it. Rage the Mage is ready to go. I don't need it. I'm so excited to design this room, honestly. I actually do have a design for it. Let me see if I have it saved on my photos. I'll show you guys. Let's see. Fuck, I didn't save it. Oh my god, did I tell you guys that I fell into my... No, I haven't seen you guys. I fell into my fucking closet the other day. I have a massive bruise on the side of me. This is a risky one, too. At least I do have some card draw. This is a risky one. Alright. Whoops. Hey, hold on. I want to show you guys. Where is it? So now I have this like huge bruise. Oh, there it is. I have a huge bruise on the side of me. Oh, perfect. How the fuck did you do that? How did you get... How the fuck did you get... I wasn't watching. Oh, Tulane, that's the one that you guys were talking about. So this is the room. It might be hard to understand, but I'm going to be putting my bed into the closet. I've actually had a similar setup to this before. Because I just want everything in one room. And streaming is my life right now. So I just think it will feel good. The desk is going to go, you know, over there where my thumb is right here. Then I'll have my TV and like a little setup right there. So, you know, it ain't the worst thing in the world. I need that card draw. I need that card draw. Fuck! So, yeah, you know, like, it'll be a little bit of a squeeze in here, but I think it'll be spacious and nice. The other room that I was in when it was just my room and then the stream room just, like, doesn't bring me, you know, doesn't bring me a lot of joy. So I'm not gonna go there. Oh, don't break a hip? No fucking guarantees, honestly. That huge bruise, like, literally the size of my palm and dark purple. Dark purple. And then a spider bit me on my butt. And I got super sunburned. But it was still a great day because I went to the beach twice. What? I think you're the most important thing right now. How is that even possible? Maybe I should put one more land in here. I was getting fucking mana flooded. Now I'm not getting any. Did I get any powers? I did not, unfortunately. We were joking about that though. But it was so bad I had to like draw a circle around it because it was gnarly looking. Damn, how do you have so much mana up? What the fuck? I have 3 land, you have 7. 8. Oh my god. GG's, bro. Fuck. Oof. All right. No land. Bah. What? I can't pop this right now? That's weird. Can I not pop my lands for some reason? Huh? Is this shit glitching out? Why am I not able to pop this? I think I'm pretty screwed right now, though. This would be great in my deck. I just don't have any more mythics, I didn't think. But is there a reason why I can't pop my marsh flats? What's the reason? I don't have the heat. It wouldn't have changed anything, but I just want to know. Oh, planes. 11? No. His commander doesn't, like... Let me just ask. Oh, yeah, Sharn. Yeah, Sharn. Yeah, Sharn. Yeah, Sharn. Cannot pay life. Makes sense. Makes sense. Oh my goodness, I'm getting freaking sleepy, y'all. But I'd like to thank you for joining stream. If you're joining stream right now, if you are watching the VOD, thank you for watching the VOD. I enjoy this game so much, and I really do think that our deck is coming along pretty well. I know you do, Mel, but it's getting late for me and I have work in the morning. I'll be on tomorrow, don't worry. We'll play for a little bit longer. But yeah, if you have any suggestions, definitely leave it in the comment section below. If you're over on YouTube, consider hitting that subscribe button or joining in membership. And if you're joining me over on Twitch, as always, a huge shout out to our Twitch subscribers, our resubs, Twitch Prime members, our donos, the whole nine. Our PayPal donos as well. Y'all are the reason that I gotta do what I love the most. So thank you a ton. Playing Shrouded. I do have it, Ari. We'll see. Mill, it's 2 a.m. Yeah, it's time to go to bed. And if you do want to support the channel, you can always just hit that follow button over on Twitch. Thank y'all a ton, as always. Uh-oh. I think, I can't sacrifice. That was a crazy match. I really do think Jelaine would be really good in my deck. So I'm probably going to steal it. I think you were right, Jay. I think you from the beginning were telling me to put him in my deck. And I didn't think I had the mythic, but maybe I do now. Okay, I have 2 mythic now. I think he could be one of them. He can definitely be one of them. But that is a stream tonight. I hope you enjoyed jet lag earlier. I hope you enjoyed some Magic. Definitely going to be playing Amnesia again. And I'm craving time to exile everything. Yeah, lol. GG's though, Jay. Yeah, I think I'm ready to take back on Detroit Becomes Human again. I'm ready to like play it so that I don't kill everybody on accident. Oopsies. Beyond that, I do have our video for the month edited. It's a Terraria video, so keep an eye out for that. They're short, they're sweet, they're fun. Been posting shorts, so keep an eye out for those. And if you ever want to follow me over on Instagram, it is at @HotChipzy. It's a good one. It's a fun one. I do post, you know, I do post every once in a while over there. I try to at least. But in the meantime, don't forget to drink plenty of water, eat plenty of food, and most importantly, touch some grass. I'll see you in the next one, which will most definitely be tomorrow. Bye, y'all. Bye. 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 Bye.